I've been getting a lot of requests lately to do a get ready with me video, and I used to do them, I was doing them for a while there, pretty consistently, and then I kind of just stopped. Putting on liquid eyeliner on camera is a little challenging, but I think I did alright. Anyway, if you want to see this look and get ready with me, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I'm fresh out of the shower and I've got all my skincare ingredients on, so that's why I'm really shiny. And I know you guys have been asking for an updated skincare routine, and when I'm fully comfortable with everything that I'm using, I will totally share that with you guys. But let's start out here. This is the Lancome Maki Complete Concealer in Porcelain. And I'll list all these products down below. So I just put a dot here and a dot here. And then I take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer Corrector in pink. And I put a dot here and a dot here. Then I take the Kat Von D concealer brush, which has been like my favorite brush for concealer lately, and I go just dab them back and forth to kind of mix them on my face, and then I put them. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I feel like my mirror's like angled and I feel like I'm kind of awkward, so hopefully you guys can see. I love this brush because it gets right in this area really nicely. I don't like to take concealer all the way up underneath the eye. For one, I don't have too much bad discoloration there, but three, I've got those little eye rolls and it tends to get in there. So I pat that in. That concealer combination just like blends into my skin perfect. I'm going to take this Cosette S165 brush and I depotted some of the RCMA No Color Powder into like an Urban Decay container, and I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer. Just go under like this, and then a bit right up here. And I've got kind of like my lotion sunscreen is kind of building up in my crease, but I'm going to also kind of take that powder across the bridge of my nose right here. And then lately, for like the rest of my face, all I've been doing is putting like a really sheer mixture of powders on my face. I mixed them together in this Inglot container. It's the Jane Iredale SPF 30 or 40 that comes in a little poof. I depotted that along with a UNT powder, UNT SPF 50 powder, because one was too light and one was too dark. Too light, I know, right? But I mixed them together in here, so it's like kind of a SPF 45, I would say, type of powder. And then I've got SPF 50 on my face already. But I'm going to take this Sephora Pro Featherweight Powder Brush in number 91. And this doesn't offer a lot of coverage. It actually doesn't offer hardly any. It's really sheer. But, oof, oof. I must have put too much on the brush. I'm just going to pounce it all over my face. And it kind of essentially just setting the sunscreen that I had on. And that's kind of all I do for a base. And you can see like my red marks are like, there's a, what, Bunny, Graveyard Girl calls them face demons. There's a face demon kind of right there and a couple little spots over here. And to like cover those up, I'm just going to take a Sephora, this is an airbrush concealer, and I'm going to go back and forth between two Laura Geller powders in the shade, they're the Balance and Brighten foundations in Porcelain and Fair. And I'm going to bounce back and forth between the two like that, and I'm going to just go like this over these spots. I got a few down here. Next up, I've got Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in Pearl. It's the shiny white one on a Chikoto highlight brush. And I'm going to put this guy, it's almost like, I kind of have a painter's mindset when I put these on, because everything will blend out later. It looks kind of nuts at first, but we'll blend it all together. And then a dash right here, right there, and then right here. Then for blush, I've got the Wayne Goss number 14 brush. I used this blush yesterday, so I'm going to try to put this one on today. I don't know how well. I kind of feel like it might blend into my skin, but we'll see. it shows, right? Yeah. Then I'm going to take that Chikuhodo brush. I'm not going to pick up any more product, but I'm just going to blend this, make sure that this line is really blended out here. Then next I'm going to go into the bronzer in this palette, and I used this yesterday and I really love the bronzer in this palette. It's the new Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Surreal Light. It just came out. I just got it. And I'm going to use it on this is a Chikuhodo and Beautylish brush. These just came out and I'm so tempted to buy another set of them. They're beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to go into that bronzer in the palette and just kind of start warming up my face. With this brush, I am kind of hitting some of those other products in the palette, but I think that they work together so nicely that it doesn't matter. Normally I use my Guerlain Meteorites for this step, but I'm kind of nervous since I switched up like the things that I'm putting on my face. Usually I use the BB cream with SPF, so I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this is the one with the SPF 25 because I have to go outside and do a bunch of stuff after this. I'm like, the more SPF the better. I'm a little nervous because this is, you know, the face makeup that I have on now is much more thin than what I had before, and they're all physical sunscreens. So anyway, this is a Chikuhodo powder brush. I just put some of that in the lid and then work it in the bristles, and then use this kind of how I would use the Guerlain Meteorites, kind of as a finishing powder. And it'll take away some of the shine, and then I just really buff all over the face to blend everything in. And then the last step before I get into the eyes, I take the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer SPF 15 in Reserve Your Cabana. And what I do with this is I put it all over my neck. It just kind of makes my face and neck go together nicely. And it's got SPF 15 in it, so it's gonna be another layer of SPF on top of my other SPF, which kind of, this powder sets the liquid SPF as well on my neck, because I need this stuff to stay in place. This is the point where I like to put on the lip oil, and this is the Milani Moisture Lock. Now I'm going to take the NYX Eyeshadow Base, and this is, I put a little bit of shade number 3 in with number 1 to kind of make it a more fleshy tone, and just a really thin layer of this guy. I'm going to go ahead and use the Protect the Lions eye palette from Chantecaille. I got a lot of inquiry, people wanted to know about this guy, so I'm going to use this. I've used it one other time and I did like the look that came out of it. The shiny part over the lions is in Overspray, so I'm going to go in where the Overspray is gone already. I'm going to go into this one up here, and I'm going to put this on the center of the lid. This looks probably going to come out quite soft. On that same brush, I'm going to turn it sideways and go into the light shade. And put it right here. Blend it into the other shade. Using a Chikuhodo GSN 9, I'm going to go into this brown one, which it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not matte. I think the only truly matte one is this gray after the Overspray's gone. But I'm going to go put this guy in the crease. Grab a little more. Before I buff out that brown shade, I'm going to go in with this fluffy Suku eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into the, it's kind of a cream shade after you get the Overspray off of it. And I'm going to put this right here, almost down to where the brown is, but kind of leave a little spot there. So hopefully, because the gray is kind of dark, but it's matte, so I want to use it right there, but I don't want it to be too dark. Then I'm going to take the eyeshadow brush from that Chikuhodo Beautylish collab, and I'm going to pick up the gray shade. And I'm going to start blending out the brown with that one up into that other color. I can hear a cricket. Totally irrelevant, right? Then back in with the Suku brush, not picking up any more product, but I'm going to run it through here and right here. So nothing too extravagant with the eyeshadow. It's just a really soft, neutral eye. Next up, I'm going to take another brush from that Chikuhodo collection in Beautylish, and I'm going to go into the light brown in the Dior All In Brow 3D and start filling in my brows. I'm going to try to probably speed this up so it doesn't take forever. Then for the tail under the brow, I'm going to go into the deeper shade in that little Dior palette. I forgot to push the record button, but I use the Ulta brow tint, and I'll just act like I didn't do it yet, so you can see how I did it. I just comb through the brows, and I comb my hairs upwards like this. I can use another coat anyway, I guess. But I like them to look a little bit, I don't know, bushier, but still structured, which I used to get a lot of flack about my brows on here, but I've noticed that this has kind of become the trend lately. This next one is going to be a true test of skills. I'm gonna try to do this on camera. I've got the NYX matte liquid eyeliner, which has been I should have put this in my favorites and I forgot. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not super waterproof. It, like, if I get runny eyes, it'll rub off, but I like the formula and the ease of use of the whole situation. So anyways, let's try this. Start my double. Hopefully we don't get, like, you know, those little memes that go around, and they're like, eventually your eyeliner covers your whole eye. I mean, I do a pretty thick line, but it could get out of control because this isn't the normal position that I put eyeliner on. But so I fill in that gap because I have my hooded lid comes down over that outer corner, which is just annoying. Okay, I think that wasn't so bad, right? I think I did it. I gotta put my head up and look straight into the mirror to fully be able to tell. No, we need a little bit right there. You can do it. Ah. Then mascara, I've got the Max Factor X Masterpiece Max mascara. Mascara isn't all that exciting to put on, right? So we're just gonna, like, fast forward through this. I'm trying to decide between green and this cobalt blue shade for the waterline. And I think I'm going to do the cobalt blue. This is the Givenchy Kohl Couture waterproof eyeliner in cobalt. 04 cobalt. And I'm going to take a Q-tip and wipe it across my waterline first. And then I'm going to go in with the liner. And I do have to make a few passes with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that oil that I put on earlier. And then I'm going to line my lips with the Lorac Alter Ego Lip Liner in Duchess. Which I really like these lip liners from Lorac. And the lipstick that I have is Max Hue, H-U-E. I haven't used this yet, so I thought I would use it. And this is a glaze, so it's going to be a little bit more sheer, so I'm really going to push it into the lip liner. And that's pretty much all I'm doing for my face today. As for this hair, man, not even gonna lie, it's just going to go in a braid. I'm gonna put my hat on and I'm going out the door. I totally wasn't gonna put on eyelashes for this video because I do have to go outside, but then I was like, you wanted to film that, the new ambient lighting palette from Hourglass. So I'm going to go ahead and put on eyelashes, and then after this, right after I'm done filming this video, I'm going to film the Hourglass ambient lighting palette vid. I want to use the dark version of this glue that I just mentioned in my favorites video, and for some reason it like grew legs and walked away or something because I can't find it. I have this tool from Makeup Academy and I got it at CVS. I know MAC makes one just like this, but it's much cheaper in that little, there's a little eyelash kit that you can buy at CVS, and usually they have like stuff on sale. So that's where I got this guy. And then I'm going to use the Iconic Minis, and I only trimmed off like 2 little sections off the edge here. And this is a pair that I've worn this pair a lot and they're still going strong. So this is the Duo Lash Adhesive, the clear version. I really wanted to use the dark version. I don't know where it went. Let's just blame Phoebe. So then I just grab them with this little tool like that. And then I set them on the outer portion of my eye. And just push them in like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later.